Hi, my name is Shylynn, and this video is my Module 8 reflection. So, working through all these assessment projects honestly taught me way more than I initially expected. And if you hear a noise in the background, that's my dishwasher, so sorry. But before the course, I kind of understood assessments, but I didn't really see how much they connect to everything we do as teachers. But now I get how every piece of data and work sample and every score that the students earn really help us understand what the student needs. So one of the biggest things that I learned was the difference between all types of assessments, like the diagnostics, the formative, and the summatives. They used to feel like just like vocab words, but now I actually know how each one is used and why they matter. So I also learned a lot about things like validity and reliability, which I never paid much attention to before, but now I see why they're important when we're making decisions based on student data. I also built some real skills from these projects. Like, I got better at reading and understanding story reports and like percentiles, scale scores, and the confidence intervals that go along with them. I also improved at explaining data in a simple and clear way, which is important when you talk to parents or other teachers or even to a tutor. And working with digital tools gave me more confidence choosing programs that actually support learning instead of just filling time. So like the Prodigy software that I brought up, and then also seeing others' videos on like Kahoot and Quizlet and Quizzes and stuff like that. One moment that stood out to me was when I looked at Shane's scores across 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, and I compared it to everything like the informal assessments that I created. It made the whole project feel more real than just like a project, because I wasn't just looking at numbers anymore. I was trying to understand a student and trying to figure out what would help him grow. And it reminded me that data is there to guide us and not to judge the student. I definitely see how these projects will help me in my career. As a teacher, you have to know how to look at data and turn it into instruction that works for each student. So every student's different, and you have to mold your assessments to fit every student's needs. I feel a lot more prepared to do that now, and I also feel more confident planning lessons that actually line up with a student's needs and using assessment tools to track progress over time. So overall, these projects help me understand the why behind assessments and not just like what they are. And yeah, thank you so much for listening.